Hello, it's day 41 of our 100-day creative marathon. I am recording this the night before. It's Wednesday, so good morning. I had an appointment and I would rather do this than miss. I did enough of that when I was in Nashville. So we are doing tags, Christmas tags. You could do this with any kind of tag, but we're gonna make some. I have different kinds of tags. This could be cute with snow, with a snowman. I have plain white tags, cream tags. So let's see what we can make that's easy, fast, quick. It'll be fun to do with kids. So I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna pull buttons out with you and see what we have. I'm gonna make all colors of trees. I'm gonna do any kind of color I can find, maybe reds and pinks. So let's dive in and let's find some. I know I have these red ones, okay? So that is good. I'm gonna clean my camera real fast. Forgot to clean the lens. I'm gonna use these. We can use these with pink. So let's just go through and let's pull out different colored buttons from my button stash right here. We're gonna use greens, reds, pinks, you know, anything that's kind of in that. You could even do blue if you wanted to. I'm going to try to avoid that, but do greens, whites. You could do one, if you want to do like an all black tree, you could do whatever you want, really, it's up to you. So I'm just going to try to get rid of the strings and divide these things up by color. Oh, that's a green one, so that's cute. So let's put all the reds and pinks, whites, greens, creams, whites over here. Let's put them in the middle because I think we're gonna have the most of those. So tell me what you're working on and tell me if this is something you want to do. And I think it would be fun. So let's see what we can come up with. I'm just going to organize them in colors and then we can pull them together. I don't know if this is going to work or not, but we're going to see. I feel like that's already a good one for a snowman. Trees and snowmen. So let's just pull out some colors, okay? That's a green, green, green. I'm just looking in my big button basket. You should pull yours out. If you've got a button basket, pull it out and start looking for some things. That would be great. They don't have to be perfect. They don't have to be, you know, nothing has to be perfect. If I see a fun little shape, I'm going to pull it out. That might be fun. And you know, we don't, just because we pull it out doesn't mean we have to use it, but it might be just what we need. So I am gonna not, unless it's just blatantly the wrong color. You know, I do have a lot of that red, so I don't really need to look for those. I don't have a lot of green, but of my own, but I do have quite a bit of green in here. Now, if you want to do this in mass production, I would totally recommend, that's kind of an olive green. That's cute. I would recommend just ordering some from someplace, you know, if you wanted to do that. Not everybody has a big bin like this of buttons, and I totally understand that, so. But I'm going to take advantage of it because I do, and we can, you know, if it's a tag, or, you know, if we put a lot of work into these, it's a tag that's an ornament. You know, you could kind of do, it could be kind of anything, you know? So, whatever you think you might like to do. I'm just going to see if there's just anything else. They're different sizes, they're different shapes. I'm not going to draw anything out. I'm just going to, and those are my terrorists. So now let's get some big whites. I keep forgetting about my snowman. that I want to do. So I'm going to see if there's any larger whites in here. I do have some some new whites that we can use. But if we could mix it up with the vintage, that might be kind of fun, you know? So, you know, because these are awesome. Look at that. Those are nice and big. How fun are those? And they were stuck on the side. I wasn't even going to see those. Crazy. That's a cute one. So, yeah. Let's just see what we can do. And, all right. I think that's good enough. I'm going to pull out my red. I have them all taped up. And, of course, I can't get it because of these daggum nails. Yeah. Yep. These nails. Whoosh. And let's find the white ones. I don't want to pour them all out, but I'm going to pour some of them out. We'll put some red right here. There we go. And there's all different kinds of reds. Ooh, those are pretty. That's going to be perfect for a tree. This is going to be our snowman. And then we could always do the green and do a little, I was gonna make a button garland and I just never got back to it. So look at these, are nice and big and chunky. They're all different. I don't think these are old. They could be. Look, they have a star, which is fun. Let's get the different sizes we can out of here. And to make a snowman. I've had these forever. It's nice to do something with them. These may be old too. Huh. I don't know what I've done. All right. So now let's make some cute tags. I want to start on this white one. This is like a really white. I want to do a red Christmas tree. Okay. So let's put you all close to me. I'm going to do this so I'm not stretching so far. Yep. And on here, if we could lay out, we could probably do a couple if we want to at a time. I want to do, and then this is a pink one. I did an avocado dye and made this pink. I would think the green tree will be cute on that. But I think a snowman on this one would be so cute. We could even do it like that. Boom, boom, boom. That's what we have, that one. And then we could do that one. And then we'll just draw a little hat on him. Isn't that cute? So easy ideas. And so I'm going to go in here and find a small one for the tree to make the top of the tree. And then I'm just going to grab them and work our way to try and make a tree. It doesn't have to be the same. And I'm just going to try and build out a fun tree base. Let's use some of the older ones that we have. I'm going to save that for the bottom, but is this? I was like, that one, maybe. This might be fun to go there. I think if we just put a little bit of old and new together, it might be really fun. And do this one. Hang on. You could also do them all the same if you wanted to. Let's move it down a bit. We don't want to be right at the top. We kind of want it to be right there, like that. Or maybe put that big one there and do that one. And maybe do like this one. And this one. Let's do that one right there. I'm thinking maybe that is too big. Maybe that's too big. Maybe we should try and keep them the same kind of size. I don't know. I feel like maybe we need to for this. But I don't want, I'm gonna just use these new ones, and then we're gonna do one with vintage ones. And let's save just this first time. Let's see if we can even make it look right, you know. I think so. Just all we need is like 4 layers of buttons. And or we could do, let's do these 2 like that and do these on the edge. And does that look like a tree, kind of? Does it need to be? We could put some space between it if we want to. They do not have to be touching. That looks cute, doesn't it? And then we could do a little one that is like, you know, the bottom of the tree. That's cute. I think that's cute. Let's glue it down, shall we? Let's see if we can make it work. This would be so fun to do with your kids. And thank you. I'm not picking anything up with these stinking nails, but that is okay. I got my hair done. So now my gray is gone and my hair is washed for the week. So yay me. Let's go ahead and add me in there. There we go. And let's just do that. It's gonna dry clear, so that's good. I think I'm just going to, we could also go in here and add some, you know, some little gems if we wanted to, bedazzling gems. That would be fun. So let's see if we can't get this going. If I could pick it up, it would be really awesome, wouldn't it? I'm feeling like it's not centered. Beth, let's move it over a little bit. There we go. Those were not being very centered. Huh. No, I wasn't centering them very well, was I? I would also love to see what you all make with these. If you decide to make some, you could put these on a card. You can make your own Christmas cards. How fun would that be? You know, let's separate them just a little bit. Didn't we say we wanted to do that? Just give them a little space. Just a little bit. Doesn't need to be perfect, but if you wanted to, you could go in and give it some shimmer, which would be a lot of fun. And we're going to put these bigger ones right there in the middle and the 2 smaller ones. And I'm just trying to keep kind of like, not let the pearl be right together. That is not working. Let's put some glue right there. And the glue dries clear, which is such a little blessing, you know? We live in a world of such easy crafting with the glue that's available to us. My mom, oh my gosh, she used to make something and man, I don't even know what kind of glue she used, but it was just kind of like, wow, it had to be hard to use that glue. That one's upside down, but I don't mind that. I think I'm gonna put 2 of them. There you go, a little red tree. Isn't that cute? Let's let that dry and we'll add a little, ribbon, or look how cute this plaid would be with it. This green and black and red plaid. It's a piece of fabric, just a remnant that I have kept for eons. I think it's probably 6 or 7 years old, and I keep saving it because I love it. Which, you know, for all you people out there that tell me to throw it away, see, I am redeemed. I have redemption. Look at that. Isn't that cute? You can tie it onto a package. You can make it into an ornament. And then you could just do the date at the bottom, 2026. Really cute, kind of. Stamp it or whatever. That would be cute. If you're not comfortable setting up like this, you could always stamp a tree on here. If you've got a little, go find a little tree stamp, or make one out of sponges that I did with Joseph, which was totally fun. Okay, so here is a snowman. I think I want this to be a little bit smaller. Maybe like, do I want it to be this small? Does that look right? It needs to be a more gradual, doesn't it? Down. Does that work to have 3? That's cute, isn't it? Okay. Let's glue those on there. Let them dry. And then you can also use, I'm thinking that these dots are gonna be like snow. In my mind, that's what it's gonna be. You could use your whatever glue you have, use. If you just got Elmer's glue, use it. It's okay. It'll be fine. We're gonna let that dry. Now let's do our Christmas tree. I go so much faster on these because I'm not interacting and breaking down and stopping. Okay, a Christmas tree. Let's look at these greens we've got and let's see if we can work it out with it. So I'm going to start with a little green up here, little one, and then maybe this one and this one. That's kind of cute. Maybe not that one. Do we want to do like this one? Like that's at an angle, like at the top. That's kind of fun, isn't it? And then do that. This seems to be going easier for me. Love that. That's cute. We could do these two right there. They're not the same color. They're too big though. I think that's too big. Let's try that one. And this one. And do we want to put one of these out here on the edge like that maybe? Or do we want, I think we might need to separate them like we did the red one a little bit. What do you think? To make the shape work a little better? Yeah. I think that's working. I think that's really cute. Or we could do this one at the top if we want to. We're just gonna have to, that's gonna require hot glue. So I'm not gonna worry about that right now. But this one's cute, kind of like that. And then we'll just do a little, that's cute, isn't it? I love that. Okay, let's glue it down. So guys, you could get all new buttons for this. Totally. And this paper is kind of wonky because it has been watered. So I find when they've been watered, they're a little bit harder. You know, they're not as flat, but we're gonna hope that this is gonna work. And I like that this is kind of an olive green. We kind of have a yellow green. This would be perfect for your friend who loves vintage as her Christmas tag. Wouldn't that be fun? I think so. Or to give her this ornament as an ornament gift. That would be fun. I do think so. And up enough space between them. There we go. Yep, let's do this one. You could also do your own. I'm going to show you how, if you don't have tags, you can cut them out easy. These are pre-made because I use them a lot in journal making, you know. These would be cute in a journal if you wanted to. If you wanted to, you could make, you could do them all in, gosh, what could we do them in? You could do them in washi. You could make a tree out of washi and put it on there, and then put a little button, you know, kind of, I don't know, on the top or the bottom if you had like a little star button or something. But they don't have to be old. They don't have to be, you know, they can just be Isn't that cute? Look. Same idea, more modern and vintage. Same idea, which is totally fine, which you can totally do. Let's see. Okay, please go down in there. Okay, I pulled these out. Oh, I thought those were snowflakes. They are not. Is this from, oh, but this would work. You could totally do this if you wanted to. I thought these were Christmassy. They are not Christmassy at all. But you could do, let's say we wanted to do like, let's say we want to do a sunflower. What if you wanted to do something that wasn't Christmas? Okay, let's make a tag. I'm just going to tear this off. And then I'm gonna make my own little, this can be a big one. I'm just gonna cut it like that. And then lay it right here. And trim this one like that. There you go. It's not perfect. Let's make like a sunflower for summer. I mean for the end of summer, which we are in right now, which is kind of, I'm just gonna grab some yellows real fast. I just kind of got this wild hair. I thought they were Christmas. They are not, but it doesn't have to be Christmas. You can make a fun little, you know, and it doesn't have to be realistically a sunflower. We're just going for the feel of it. None of this is my make-believe flower world. I can make it any way I want to. I don't have to do it a certain way. I don't have to use certain colors together. I can do whatever I want because it's my flower. That's all I'm saying. So, you know, if you are into doing things perfect, let's get a couple of options for the center and see what we like better. Let's see if these will be enough. If not, we'll see. So we could do this center, which is a really dark brown or black even. I think we're going to do that one. I think the contrast will be better, but let's lay it out and see. And then I'm just going to choose some of these to go around it. This one's broken, so let's use the back. Doesn't matter, you know? I don't want that to be across from each other. Doesn't really matter. And look at that, it could kind of be in sunflower. We could do a second row of little ones if we had enough to make it kind of come out a bit. Let's see if I can find enough little, no, that's just gonna get convoluted. We're just gonna pretend like, so let's just glue this down and then we'll draw in the stem and everything. This would be a super cute little tag. You could do this with anything. You could do butterflies, you could do, what all could we do? I'm kind of making it off-centered a little bit so that I can have it kind of, you know, going over a bit. Let's see how this turns out. I don't know. Once you glue it down. And so this one's broken, but I just put it on the opposite side. It still works. We don't need to have it on the side it was originally used for, do we? No. No, we do not. And this beats throwing everything into the dump, into the, you know, into the, to where it's gonna just rot and never, because a lot of these are probably Bakelite. I'm gonna put a big dollop of glue right there. Okay, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get those colored pencils we had from, was it yesterday that I was doing most, did I not glue that? Not enough glue, Beth. We probably need the big gun glue right here for these because they're kind of, and I've had it sitting upside down, so let's see. Or you could use hot glue. You could use hot glue as well. So let's see. There we go. That's working. I'm going to just take a couple of green colored pencils. We had this one. I thought we had a darker one. Did we not? And I'm just going to do a little stem like that. And what kind of leaves do sunflowers have? I mean, I got a sunflower thing in there, and I don't remember what kind of leaves they have. But they're kind of big, aren't they? Kind of heart-shaped, maybe. I don't know. We're going to make them big and see. I don't know. Anyway, just do those. You could also do it with a Sharpie if you wanted to. I kind of like the colored pencil because it's a little bit like that. I think the stem is way thicker on sunflowers, maybe, because they're tall. This is my sunflower. And I should have a dark green somewhere. I feel like I do as I knock things over looking for it. Don't fall. Oh, here we go. Here it is. I think this is it. Yes. Did I just put that up? Yes, I just put that up and thought it was the dark one. How crazy am I? Okay, I'm going to just go in here and use one of my acrylic pens, my colored pens, and see if that will work too. It's not very dark, but it's a different texture, so that would work. And I'll just do that. Do I have a darker green in here on anything? I feel like I should. Let's see what this Prismacolor, what it looks like. So you can just use anything you want. You know, it makes it look like it's been made just for them. And you don't have to punch a hole, but you could punch a hole in that. And how cute is that? Look, there's 4 tags in 26 minutes. That's pretty good. I do a lot when I'm not talking. Yeah, how about that? Let's say you want to do something neutral. Isn't that fun? You could just do, let's just say we wanted to have something. Okay, let me cut this out. And let's just say we want to just use it as a trim, okay? Just to use it as a trim. I'm going to cut this out right like this. And then, this is a great Fiskars. And then you put this right here, and it punches your little hole in it. Little bee. Let's say we want to just do a cute little fun little at the bottom. You could totally do the same color, or you could get the smaller little, you could go right across the bottom. How cute would that be? Line that up. If you want to use the back color like this, you could totally use a red. How fun would this be to get these little purling ones that they have that are fun, different sizes of reds and colors of red, which would be super cute to use down here. And then you would have a fun little tag decorated at the bottom. That would be so cute. Just run a roll of glue, and you could do it up at the sides. You could do it like this if you wanted to and make a fun tag. And you're just doing some decoration with it. And let's say let's find a cute old one. This would be cute to put in a journal if you wanted to. You know, if you wanted to do that. Does that make sense? And then you could do like a cute, oh gosh, I've got these cute little strawberry stickers. You could go in here and find a cute little sticker if you wanted to put on there. Let's see if we can find one that would work on there. That's too big. But wouldn't it be fun to cut that one out and have it half on there? Let's cut it in half. I want to cut that right like that. Let's just cut it in half. And then, I'm a little crazy, I know. Let's do, come on, there we go. I am not a nail girl, but we have half of it right there. We'll trim it, and then we'll put those. And how cute of a little tag would that be for summer? Like if you were, if you were gonna give people some treats, you know, this is all gommed up. So let's see, I'm going to cover it because I gommed it up with, I'm going to do this right here on the edge to cover up all that glue that I used. Yep. And then I've got enough glue on there, I can put my little buttons on there maybe. That was crazy, but I'm just gonna go with it. So you can, if you make a mistake, figure out how you can make it work, you know? Come on. I feel like my people are looking for me. It's so funny. Yes, and I'm just gonna start from the bottom, and if they don't go all the way up, that's fine. I don't need them to. Every day after I've covered myself in glue, I go up and I use a green scrubby to get it off of my hands because it won't come off. Oh, it's hilarious. The life of creators and crafters. I have friends who say, I'll watch you, but I'm not crafty. And I'm like, have you spent any time with me? Have we tried to make you crafty? I think we should work on that. Okay, look how cute that is. Hang on. I'm gonna go in. I'm going to cut this right there. I'm gonna go and cut this along here. And I'm going to trim that like that. Maybe trim it a little bit so there's not white showing, so it's kind of more straight. Look how cute. And we could put a really fun little, this is kind of a peachy. Would that work maybe? I don't know. Let's just see how that looks with it. If we tie that on there, that might be cute. It kind of pulls out the peach from the, oh, don't pull your buttons off, Beth, because you can't listen to my angels up there. Guys, how cute would that be in a little, on a present, on a jar of homemade strawberry jam. You could totally make these and this is part of the present. And you're just really taking your time. Use a longer one so you can tie it all the way around the jar. And how fun would that be? I kind of like that we have kind of the red and this would have been cute on there. But look how cute that is. Isn't that fun? I think that's kind of fun. So you can do all kinds. It doesn't have to be Christmas. Now, right here, what do we want to do for our, do I have a picture of that? I don't know if I do or not. I still want to do something. I'm going to draw a little hat on this. Let's just get those. Let's get that done. Just right here at the top, a little top hat, maybe just on the side, a little jaunty one on the side for him. That. Let's have it fit him a little better on the back like that, maybe. Cute. And that's all you got to do. Isn't that fun? You can make it straight if you want to. I'm crooked. I like everything crooked. This is cute. This is cute. So look what all you could do. You could do a pumpkin. Think about it. It'd be so fun. And these would be such sweet little gifts for somebody, I feel like. I wish I could, uh-oh, there goes the glue. I wish I could make this green look a little better. I don't know if I need to paint it or what, but I feel like this is looking a little ratty. Maybe I need to put some brown on there. Hang on, let's see if we can't fix this up just a little bit. Maybe. I feel like it just needs a little grounding or something. It just seems way too bright. Maybe it needs a little black too. I don't know. Just to outline it. Maybe. There we go. That's a little better. Maybe it dresses it up a little. I'm going to go with it. But there you go, friends. Just pull out some little stickers from one of those places. And, you know, the name that shall not be named. This is a funny looking strawberry thing. I can't imagine I want to use that. And this is, I need to, and is this not the weirdest? I don't understand it. Anyway, some are great. Some are just a little too quirky for me. So there you go. But you never know what you're going to get. It's like a box of chocolates. I don't get chocolates and I don't know what I'm going to get. I only get the caramel boxes because I don't like surprises like raspberry. All right, cute tags, y'all. So go out there and find some buttons. If you still have your mom, say, do you have any buttons, Mom? And just kind of look through them and see what you can come up with. And there you go. Okay. So I want to do, I think I'm shooting for this one. I want to find a portrait of somebody. That's just a big, hard one to do. So I think we should be collecting. Maybe we'll do that Thursday, Friday, where you need to be collecting buttons or something to do a big portrait. And I need to find a face. So if anybody's got a place to find a bigger face to put on like 11 by 14, how fun would that be? Or do we take one? I just can't print me big enough. But really, I just need my face, right? And then everything else I can make. Isn't that what we're doing? The neck and the face. And I'm sure they just drew that on there, but as you all know, I don't draw. So maybe I'll try to blow up a picture of me and I'll just cut everything off. But anyway, thank you all for being with me. It's been a fun time. This was day 40 of our 100-day creative marathon. I did not say this before. I'm Beth with Vintage Bandits, and I've been in the Creative Bandits studio. And we are doing fun stuff for 100 days. And we are 10 days away being halfway through. So what are we, a third of the way through? Probably a little bit more than a third. So yeah, I guess like 33 would have been a third, right? I'm not a numbers person, so. But go do something creative. I hope we've inspired you to do something. You could do a watermelon, whatever your favorite, do a hydrangea little mini. If you have tiny little buttons, or if you just want to do this with, you know, bedazzling, just pull out your bedazzling and do that. Or you could add on. You don't have to just do buttons. You can do whatever you want. This is just to inspire you so you can be creative. And guys, I sent out an email for my porch kit, and a lot of people have said it's been going to spam. So maybe check it and see, check your spam and maybe say she's not spam. Go check your boxes because it has the information on that. I'm really excited. I got notification that the items I purchased just for these kits are on their way. So I'll be dressing up my porch and making the little card for you all to know how you should do it and how you can place it. And guys, you don't have to use it on a porch. You can use it on your door and then use it in your entry. If you don't have a big porch, or you can use it on a back porch. You don't have to do it on a front porch, but if you want to, you totally can. And I can help you figure all that out. So, yeah, I'm going to do like a Q&A one time also, so that you can ask all kinds of questions. Anyway, thanks so much. Go out there, be a part of the solution, y'all. Not the problem. Let's love people well. Let's just go out there, be kind and generous with our words, our deeds, our thoughts, and be, you know, just patient with people. That's my message every day. Let's just go be the light. There's enough darkness in this world. Let's not be the dark. All right, be blessed. Have an amazing day. Be creative. Look at the beauty around you and get inspired. You can be creative. It doesn't have to be perfect. Mine is anything but perfect. But just try, even if you just create for the art of creating. It doesn't have to look good. All righty. Love y'all.